when it comes to working with clients one-on-one as a coach, if you're not enabling your client to move forwards, it just means you haven't connected with them on the right level yet. You haven't developed the rapport that's necessary in order for them to get the learnings, the insights, and to trust you enough. So just be flexible. Just be flexible. It's easy. Just be flexible. Right now, I'd like you to just be flexible and put all your notes down, your pens and papers down, get up onto your feet. It's time for an exercise. What I'd like you to do, and you would have heard this on the MP3s, and you might have been wondering, what are they actually doing? And I wonder if we're going to get an experience of that, is to make a space around you so that you've got arm's length, all right? Make a space around you so that you've got an arm's length. You're not going to swing around like this, but you want to be able to not hit anything when you do swing around like this. Use the whole room. There's all the space up here. And please make sure you can see me. What I'd like you to do is take your right arm, point it out straight in front of you, grasping all your fingers except for your index finger. Now, as if you're looking down the barrel of a gun, I'd like you just to close one eye and look straight down the length of your arm and over the fingernail of that pointed finger. And I want you to mark it on the wall or thing in front of you. And just notice that point. Okay. Now what I'd like you to do is just rotate all the way to your right as far as you can go comfortably. Keep rotating all the way and go as far as you can naturally comfortably go, and then just mark it on a new spot there, just as far as you're comfortable. Keep your arms straight, locate that point, and then back to your starting position. Okay, very good. And then you can just lower your arm. Right. Now, close your eyes, and I'd like you to imagine doing what you've just done now. Just imagine, you don't do it, just imagine you've stretched your arm out in front of you, you're looking and you're marking that point, the original starting point, and now you're twisting to the right. And I want you to imagine that you're twisting to the right in just the way you did before, except that this time you can imagine going further. And imagine that you're still looking across that arm, over your fingernail, and you're going beyond that first point. Beyond that first point, and notice how far you can go in your mind right now. And then just imagine in your mind that you're coming back to the starting position, all the way back to your starting point. Great. Keeping your eyes closed. One more time. We're going to do this 3 times. Imagine once again that with your arm outstretched, you can rotate to the right once more. And this time, notice that you can go even further. You can easily imagine, just in your mind, going even further than that second point, and even further than that. Very good. And then back to your starting point. One more time for good measure. Just imagine that you can start to rotate again. And this time you swiftly go past that first point, even past the second point, and even past the third point, beyond even that. Just in your mind, imagine just how far around you go. You might even have a voice inside your mind that goes, oh my gosh, I had no idea I could go that far. That's really flexible of somebody my age. Wow. And then all the way back to your starting point. Great stuff. Now, open your eyes, please. Once again, physically. Locate that original point. I'd like you to rotate to the right again as far as you can comfortably go. And notice the new spot. Yes. And back. What did you notice? Much further. Much further. Did anybody not go at least a little bit further? Or who was it that went much further? I just want to know who will be my demo subjects for the hypnosis day. All right, great stuff. Awesome. Have a seat. Albert Einstein said, imagination is the greatest creative force in the universe. We imagine ourselves into reality. There's a model that explains it. This is just imagination, but it's what we respond to. So why don't you imagine the things you'd like to be imagining? You know that if you imagine positive outcomes, you achieve them. You've just demonstrated that yourself. You imagined it and it became your reality. Are you starting to get the idea that anything is possible?